Jared going out there late in motion kind of stung the Kansas City defense just enough so he could get that ball and muscle it in.
Wait, there's a flag. They're going to say something against the Lions.
After discussion, the quarterback never got set, therefore it's illegal motion.
Oh,
offense, number 16. It's a 5-yard penalty, replay, 4th down.
So that's going to back the Lions up outside the 5-yard line. Decision time for Dan Campbell. Do you keep the field goal unit out there? They're going to say when Goff went in motion, he never came set.
But again, that late motion, he went out there late, Dan, so I don't think he had chance to get set, and this is a good call.
I'm so confused on the motion rules and when you have to get set and when you don't. I mean, we see that jet sweep motion all the time from wide receivers, right, that don't get set, that are full speed running lateral to the line of scrimmage. I don't know why that rule is any different than with a quarterback.
Yeah, I think you got to kick it here, fellas.
Yeah, I think you do too.
This reminds me of the Dallas game after the penalty where they kept going for 2. This is, I know it's early, but I think you kick this. They're still talking about it down on the field.
Oh, man, I know that there's a lot of questions between the coaches and even Jared Goff talking to the officials about exactly, what the rule is on that. Never seen anything like it.
Mahomes out of the gun. He's got it, wants to throw. Mahomes back, looking, pumps left, going to get hit, spins out of that. Now he throws downfield, got a man wide open at midfield. It is caught by Hollywood Brown. Looked like the Lions had a shot at him that time. Aiden Hutchinson could not bring him down, and that is one 97 would like to have back.
And that's why number 15 for Kansas City is special, because you're right, he had Aiden Hutchinson wrapped all around his lower body, was able to discard him, get a nice pass off downfield.
Found Brown wide open that time for 20. Here comes Kansas City now.
He's staying.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy Dan Campbell decision. That offense is staying on the field. So here we go, big moment in this football game. Lions lead it 10-6. Out of the huddle and to the line. It is 4th and 2. Lions from the Kansas City 44. Goff works out of the gun. He's got Montgomery to his left. Jared checks his protection. Now he leans in. There's the snap. Jared back on 4th down, looking, throwing. No, hit Amon-Ra in the hands, and he could not hang on. It was low down around the 36-yard line, but that is one that Amon-Ra St. Brown normally catches. Pressure coming that time. Dana and Jones both in the face of Jared Goff. That affected his delivery.
Middle pressure. That's what got him. And it was immediate middle pressure on Jared Goff that time, and maybe either got a better throw.
Now he leans in. There's the snap. Mahomes back. Blitz comes. Mahomes throws right side. It is Kelsey incomplete, and a flag comes in. It is Rock Yassin in coverage, and they're going to say pass interference against the Lions, and that is huge.
The ball is placed at the spot of the foul, automatic, first down.
I don't think he had any chance to catch that football whatsoever.
Hey, that's 10 yards over Travis Kelce's head. Well,
Aiden Hutchinson that time had some pressure on Mahomes, hit him as he threw it. I don't know how that would have been even remotely catchable. Anyway, it gives Kansas City a first down at the Lions 18.
I mean, it could have been a hold maybe earlier in the play, but you're right. When it comes to pass interference, it's got to be a catchable football, and that just was nowhere close.
Mahomes, movement up front. That's going to be against the Lions. Mahomes fakes the pitch, keeps it himself, and takes it in, but they're going to say the play was dead. Pat O'Connor jumped. I don't believe that's a touchdown, fellas. I believe they blew that dead, didn't they?
No. Well, if you make contact.
Offside. Defense, number 95. That penalty's declined. The result of the play is a touchdown.
Well, it is a touchdown. Mahomes keeps it and takes it in. So with 37 seconds to go, Kansas City takes a 12-10 lead. Harrison Butker out for the extra point.
And Alex Anzalone was talking with the ref after there, and I think he might have had a case. That tight end for Kansas City moved early. I wasn't sure if Pat O'Connor was in the backfield before that, but definitely a little movement on both sides.
Mahomes out of the gun. He's got it, wants to throw. Mahomes sets in the pocket, throws left side, got it complete. Noah Gray, the tight end, into Lion territory, and hit and dropped as he gets to the 44-yard line. Anzalone and Rock Yassin team up to make the stop, but that's chunk play, gain of 19.
Just way too many holes in that zone defense right now. Nobody goes to the flat with Noah Gray. You've got two guys trying to play deep with that deep umbrella coverage, not getting beat down the field. And Patrick Mahomes is just too smart. If you're going to have four guys playing deep, he's going to find somebody in those short intermediate areas, and a lot of times they've been wide open.
Red zone defense brought to you by Fago, the one true pop. Here comes Kansas City now. 1st and goal from the Lion 9. Mahomes out of the gun. Takes the snap. Jet sweep, hands it to Hollywood Brown inside the 5, inside the 1, to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Had blockers in front that time. Jet sweep works for the touchdown. It'll go down as a forward pass off a jet sweep look, and Kansas City extends their lead. It is now 19-10 with 11:18 to go in the 3rd. Extra point coming up.
Too easy, TJ.
I just wrote that down. Too easy and too quick. I mean, not even 4 minutes off the clock and an 80-play drive, man. It just chunks at a time. That's concerning right now. I think Kansas,
you can't have any empty possessions on offense. You got to score, man.
You do. We're going to have to match them with the score because, again, Patrick Mahomes is on a roll right now. And I just don't know, Dan, with all these new guys, if we're going to be able to stop them defensively.
Mahomes up under center, wants to throw, sets in the pocket, and it is incomplete. And there's a flag down. Aiden Hutchinson, late hit, maybe the call on Mahomes. The throw just kind of, that get knocked down in there, boys?
I think he just threw it away.
Way behind his
Personal
receiver.
Foul, roughing the passer. Defense, number 97. It's a 15-yard penalty, automatic. 1st down.
That's a huge one against Aiden Hutchinson. That's going to cost the Lions. It would have been 3rd down and 7 coming up. Taking a look at this replay.
And I don't know if late. Couldn't tell that Mahomes didn't have the ball in his hand, but
about a step and a half, they're going to get you on that.
You're looking at a 3rd and long there, too. Instead, it's 15 yards. That's unnecessary, I think, from Aiden that time.
4 penalties, 38 yards against Detroit. Guess how many Kansas City has? Just guess.
-5.
0. Kansas City 1 out of 5 on 3rd down tonight. 3rd and goal from the Lion 3. There's the shotgun snap. Mahomes back. Mahomes looking, throwing wide open. End zone touchdown. That's Hollywood Brown. 2nd one of the night for him.
Had to have been a miscommunication. Had to have. Kansas City was in a bunch formation on the left, a couple switch releases, and just nobody ran with the receiver wide open over the middle of the field.
And you just wonder, not to make excuses, but it's a fact. Sometimes excuses are facts. The Lions are playing with guys that haven't played together. In particular, coming out of a bunch formation.
Yes, and defensive backs is much like offensive line, Lomas, where you just need reps next to each other. You need to build that chemistry. You need to build that trust. And you're right, it's not an excuse, Miller, but that's just reality.
Turns, gives to Gibbs. Tries to spin out of a tackle, no can do. Taken down for a loss behind the line of scrimmage. That's Nick Bolton. Dan Campbell said this week that is the guy that they have got to keep track of because he is a big playmaker for this Kansas City defense. He's their leading tackler, and he will get behind the line of scrimmage and make plays like he did right there. That's going to go down as a loss of 3.
I couldn't tell if he undercut that run or if that was just a miscommunication. I'll tell you, anytime you have a run, Lomas, you know this too, you always account for the middle linebacker, and he just came.
Kansas City, 5 men across that defensive front. Jared's got it. Jared back. Jared looking, stepping up. Going to get hit, going to get sacked. First man in was Chris Jones. Got finished off by Omenahu, and the Lions are going to have to send the punting unit out. Down by 10 with 7:50 to go, and that clock moving. Protection has been so good tonight, but it just broke down there.
And just lined up over the rookie Tate Ratledge that time. He's going to give him a little outside fake and then a shimmy to the inside. I think Tate maybe thought he had help with Graham Glasgow coming over, but the middle linebacker fired, so you have to know I got to protect the inside at first. Never get beat that fast on the inside. If you force the guy outside, you'll be fine. But that's a veteran against a rookie, man. And Chris Jones, be honest, we haven't called his name quite a bunch tonight, but he comes up big on that 3rd down.
Lions need a play. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Quick throw, got it complete. That is Travis Kelce inside the 40, inside the 35, and out of the 34. How long have they been doing that, fellas? When they need something, they know they can go to 87. That's good for 8 yards and a 1st down.
Yeah, just too easy. I mean, you got to know the sticks, right? You got to know that Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce have that combination there. Patrick Mahomes, I don't even think he set his feet. As soon as he got that snap, he just threw it out there because, once again, you're in zone coverage, and there's just nobody even close on the line of scrimmage to Travis Kelce.
Kelce, 6 catches tonight, 78 yards.
And again, this is just about Patrick Mahomes seeing what you're giving him and him just taking advantage of it. They seem like they have a hot read or read for every design defense that you come up with, and he's the best at exploiting it.
Mahomes tonight, 22 out of 30, 257, 3 touchdowns, quarterback rating 132. Here comes Kansas City now. It is 3rd down and 1 from the Lion 25. Mahomes takes the snap, gives to Hunt. Hunt squeezes through a hole, he's got the first down and more, powering his way inside the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. Just slammed right through Rock Yassin that time, picked up 9.
Yeah, again, back to that triple tight set that time. 3 tight ends, show strength, run to the weak side. Just a nice job of keeping those pads low and running through tackles.
This clock running out on the Lions right now. 3:25 to go. Nobody's had to throw the red flag out there yet. Nobody's thrown a yellow flag on Kansas City either. Listen, they've played better football. They've won. Lions have hurt themselves with some penalties. This game isn't over yet, but no penalties? 0?
None.
You sure about that?
I know.
Yeah, all right.
Just kind of strange not seeing 30 points next to us, too. I
Yeah.
mean, we had a little streak of 30-point games going on, putting up the
Number 1 scoring team in the NFL coming in, sitting on 17 right now. You know, tonight you look up and you see 17 points. It's just not enough. It is just to beat Kansas City in Kansas City when they're clicking on offense, which they were tonight. Dan Campbell said it in the pregame show. When we sat down and talked to him, he said, you know what? We're looking to our offense. They're going to have to score and maybe score a lot of points. That's pretty much a quote. And tonight that just didn't happen. Number 1 offense in the NFL coming in terms of points per game. The Lions coming into this one had averaged 34.8 points a game. You're sitting on 17 tonight. So you knew the defense was going to have some issues with the secondary problems that they had. And it was hard to come up with stops against Kansas City. They were clicking tonight. So right now, while everybody's in tight quarters out in the middle of the field, it looks like they're just dapping each other up, saying good job, maybe we'll see you later, and who knows, maybe they will see each other again down the line.
Kansas City played a clean game, a little too clean, if you ask me, with a total lack of penalties called on them in the entirety of this particular game. The game ends without a single penalty from Kansas City. Okay,